my name's Brenda and welcome to Brenda's Fitness. I thank you for joining me today. Today is the very first day of our Gentle Movement series. So this is going to be a series of classes that are less than a half hour long, and they're designed for people that maybe haven't been moving lately, have felt the effects of not getting outside, not doing their usual routine, and they feel a little bit stiff and sore. But it's also a great program for those who are exercising and just need a gentle day of movement. So there's no prerequisites. We're starting with no weight. We're going to start with some movements using a chair. You can see the chair to the side, and a mat. We're going to start with that and progress. So each week there'll be a little bit more to do. I think you'll find it very enjoyable. And this is a program where this class, the first class, you can do every single day for the first week. The second class, and then you can do. So this can last you 8 weeks. That's going to take you into springtime when we get back outside again. All right, so let's get started. Find a nice open area where you can move around. Now there's going to be lots of options depending on your fitness level. If you need to do this all from a chair, you absolutely can. I will show some of the chair options as we go along, okay? So first off, let's get the blood flowing and let's get moving with a gentle walk or march, okay? Swinging arms, moving those feet. That's it. And you'll notice I like to be barefoot. I like to feel the floor underneath my feet. That's not suitable for everyone. But no, it's not summer, it's February, it's cold. But I like the feel of the floor under my feet. It helps me balance. So that's something that we'll work on in these classes as well, is balance, coordination, mobility, strength. Just getting moving again, feeling freer. When the energy flows and the blood's pumping a little bit, we can change our mood. We can change our attitude. We can change our perceptions of life. Everything can change once we get moving and feeling a little freer. We don't feel clogged and stuck and sore and stiff. Good. All right, so feet just around shoulder width and soft knees. And all we're going to do is just shift your weight side to side. That's it. Let me bring the chair a little closer so that I can demonstrate. So if you don't have great balance and this isn't easy for you, hold the chair, right? We're just thinking about swaying in the breeze, just being loose. And I'd like you to start thinking about your breath. Because our breath, we don't want to be all tense and breathing up through our chest right now. We're just being nice and chill. We're being nice and relaxed. We want our muscles to loosen. So you can breathe through your belly. And it's like you're smelling the most beautiful flower ever. Breathe in and out. Good. So now we're going to shift to some hip circles. Arms can dangle. And again, you can use the chair if you need to. My knees are soft. And I'm just working into those corners. I'm not pushing into an uncomfortable position. So from the side, you can see I'm pushing my hips to the side, to the back, around to the side. Good, now let's change direction. And if you smile, that helps your mood right away. Yeah, there we go. Good. We're just warming up slowly. And you know, if you have, like I said, if this is a down day for you, then this might be all you can manage, and that's just fine. Or you've been exercising and you're a little stiff and sore. Good, did you go both directions? Good. There we go. I start talking and sometimes I forget. So stay with me. All right, if you need your chair for balance, we're gonna do some little ankle circles. So I'm just twirling my ankle on my toes. There we go. My knees kind of rolling around too. And we don't do anything that's painful, right? If it hurts, change. Let's go the other direction. Good. There we go. All right. And can you point and flex the foot? You can probably see my feet better. That's it. And do a few circles this way and back. Good. And now the other foot. Little circles. Yeah, that knee can get in there. Just gently. That's it. Think about being tall. A direction. We're just waking up the body parts gently. There we go. And if you can stand on the one foot, let's point and flex. Good, you can keep that heel down if you need to. It's a little bit harder, but let's do a few circles. And you can be doing these sitting in your chair too, right? Lots of options. There we go. All right, I'm gonna move the chair out of the way because we're gonna just start with some arm circles. So all I'm gonna do is just little shoulder circles forward. Bringing them up and around. And now I'm just gonna slowly add the arms. Yep, elbows chime in. There we go. Now what I want you to think about is you're swimming just ever so slightly. A little bit bigger stroke, all the way around. That's it. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. Last one. Good. And shake the arms. We're going to do the opposite direction now. We're going to do little circles back. Just start with the shoulders. My knees are soft. That's it. And a little bit bigger. Woo! There we go. Just nice and gently. Just gently. We're not pushing. We're not fighting. We're not... This is relaxed. Relaxed movement. Yes. Gentle movement. We don't always have to work hard to get the same results. Open all the way. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale. Reach up. One more. Smell the roses. Good. And shake it all out. All right. So if you need a little more stability, you can widen your stance. We're going to reach up and over to one side, lengthening our side body. And then up and over to the other side. Again, if you need the chair for balance, you can hold the chair right in front of you, right here, up and over. Good. So only move to what feels good for you. That's it. Nice job. Okay, so I'm going to keep the chair here for just a moment. We're going to stand just a little wider if you can, and we're just going to shift our weight to one leg and then the other. And if you need the chair for that, please do so. I'm going to move the chair so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to put my hands on my thighs, shifting side to side. Just feeling the weight in one leg and feeling the weight in the other. So my hips push back slightly. There we go. And you may just be bending the knees slightly. That's fine. Or you could be doing a deeper lunge. Everybody's coming from a different place. I respect that. Good. All right. Things are starting to warm up here. Okay, we're going to do what's called spinal cord breathing. And what we're going to do is bring your arms up to 90 degrees, soft knees, and we're going to pull our arms back and elbows down by our sides. We're going to take a nice breath in. We're going to look up, open the chest to the sunshine, breathe in. And as we exhale, we're going to bring our arms together, elbows together, chin tucks, and we round down and exhale. Open up, breath in. Exhale through the mouth, round down. Again, open, breathe in. Exhale, round down. Let's do one more. Breath in. Exhale, round down. Good. And bring your arms back by your side. Give everything a shake. That's it. All right. We're also going to do some neck circles just to loosen things up. If you have any issues with the neck, remember we're very gentle with the neck. We don't go into pain. Stay within your range. All right? So just take your palms out from your sides. Palms up. Arms out. Think tall to start with. And we're just going to drop the ear to one shoulder. We're going to drop the chin to the chest. Bring the ear to the other shoulder. Now we're not going to lift the head up and back. We're just going to think tall as we cross the bridge over to the other shoulder. So now let's add our nice deep breaths. Nice breath in, exhale, going around. We're just loosening the neck off. We're not pushing. Wherever it lands, just gently. Up and over. And now when your chin comes to the chest, let's change direction. To the side, up and over, and around. To the side, up and over, and around. Side, up and over, and around. Release the hands back down, roll your shoulders, and bring your chin back up. Good, and give everything a shake. Awesome. Okay, let's move to the floor or the chair. If you can do the floor, that's awesome. If you're in the chair, the first movement is going to be a cat-cow. So you're going to sit in your chair, and you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, looking up, and then round your back down. So you'll basically do all the movements in the chair as we're doing on the floor. They'll just be a little modified, okay? So I'm going to grab my mat, and here we go. On hands and knees, if you can. Otherwise, you can be in the chair. So we're going to round the back up. I want you to feel your shoulder blades come apart, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Your belly button drops to the floor, chin up. So here we go. Pull the belly button up in, and then drop. Let's breathe in, reach up, round up, exhale, lift the chin. Let's do one more. There we go. Good. Now come to neutral. So we're pushing our hands away from our shoulders. And what we're going to do is we're going to just push our hips to one side and then the other, like we're a dog wagging its tail. Okay? And if you're sitting in your chair, you're wiggling and looking over each shoulder. So look over the opposite shoulder, just wagging the tail back and forth, loosening off the hips a little bit. There we go. Now I always feel a good stretch here, right in the side of the hip. All right, swinging the feet around the front. We're going to do a little flip-flop, is what I call it. So hands can be wherever's most comfortable for you. Feet a little wider than shoulder width, chest up tall, dropping the knees to one side, dropping the knees to the other. Just nice and easy here. Back and forth. There we go. Nicely done. So if you're in the chair, it's the same thing. Just drop, shift your weight and drop side to side. Good. Nice. There we go. Now we're going to slide on our mat in that same position. So my front leg is bent, and so is my back leg. Okay? You choose the angles, and if this is uncomfortable, you can sit in the chair, and we're just going to do a bent knee folding over. So thinking about being nice and tall, I have one hand on the outside of my knee and one hand on the inside, and folding forward from the hips and coming back up. Back and forth. So if I'm sitting in the chair, I'm going to just come forward and then come back up. Nice flat back, hinging forward and coming back up. Okay? We're just doing it with one leg and then the other from the mat. Alrighty? Folding forward. And if you've got better mobility, you can stretch the back leg out. You can play with your ankles. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Let's flip up and over to the other side and fold it forward. And you may just stay in this position right now. Maybe that's enough of a stretch for you, and that's okay. We're all coming from a different place, remember? And you can hold it for a few seconds if you want to. Or really just breathing through the movement, and we're not forcing anything. There we go. Beautiful work. All right. How are we doing? Good? Come on up. Let's get moving a little bit more. So what I'd like you to do next is, if you have the mobility, you're going to put your foot up on the bench, on the chair, and you're just going to lunge forward and back. That's it. Lunging forward and back. If this feels good, if you've got a little stool, or you can just do it on the floor. Go forward and back. You won't have as much range, but you can just do a few lunges back and forth. Good, and let's switch feet. Lunging forward. This is really opening up my back hip, and I'm getting some nice range in the ankle here. Yes. Nice job. There we go. All right, so we've loosened everything up a little bit. And now we're going, oops, we're gonna use the chair, sorry. We're gonna do a few exercises to really get things moving. And we're gonna start with the basic movement that we all do every day. We either sit down in a chair or we stand up, okay? So let's talk about the mechanics of what that's gonna look like. We're gonna sit down on the chair, but I'm not sitting all the way back because I have to stand up out of it. So we're gonna be at the edge of the chair. My feet are a little wider than shoulder width, okay? I'm gonna think about being tall, my belly button in, okay? And what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna hinge forward and I'm gonna push my legs and stand up, squeezing my tush. And now I'm gonna hinge back and sit down. So I'm gonna push, stand up, sit back, and back down on the chair as smoothly as I can. Now, if you have been exercising a little bit and want to hold a weight in your hand, you can hold it up against your chest here. By all means, holding the shoulders back. We want to think of open chest. That's it. Good. Up and squeeze. Sit back down. So I'm going to face you again. And we're going to keep going. Here we go. We're going to do 10 reps together. Are you ready? So feet a little wider than shoulder width, flat feet. As we hinge forward, you've got weight in the whole foot. Don't put all the weight on your toes. Push up through your heels too. Squish your glutes and sit right back down. Good. And sit down. That's it. And if this is too much, that's okay. You can have a chair beside you if you need it. Or if you're perfectly capable of doing a squat, a bodyweight squat without the chair, please feel free. I'm offering options and alternatives that are gentle and not threatening, but just less intimidating, I guess, to get started, okay? All right, did you get your 10 in? Good. All right, now we're gonna work the upper body a little bit. I'm gonna do these standing, but you can do them sitting if you need to, okay? What I want you to do is reach your arms forward, and then as you squeeze back, so I've got my hands open as if I'm gonna grab something in each hand, and I'm gonna squeeze my shoulders back, and I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades down and together, and I'm bringing my fists into my chest, okay? So reach out, breath in, exhale, reach out, reach out, squeeze back and down, that's it. Feel those shoulder blades, good. Out, in and down. Out, in and down. And again, if you've got little single dumbbells that are quite light, you can be holding those at the same time as doing this, or you can be just using your hands. Let's do 2 more. Reach and in, reach and in. Good, shake it out. Nice job. Okay, we are going to move on to some standing leg lifts. So this is your choice if you use the chair or not. I'm gonna hold it at the side here. Soft knees, my torso's centered and square. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand on one foot and I'm gonna kick this one out just about 45 degrees. Kick out, I'm gonna push the heel back. I'm working the glutes. Oftentimes when we sit on those glutes all day, come on, start doing them with me. That's it. They fall asleep, and it takes a long time for them to wake back up. That's it. You can put your fingers on your glute, which is behind the hip bone, in the tush here. That's it, good. And now we're gonna switch sides, kicking back. So some things to consider. My torso is square. I don't want to be leaning to the side as I do these. I'm not lifting my foot very high. And I also want to be careful I'm not arching my back to do it. My back stays in the same position. I'm just kicking that foot back. That's it. And you don't need to hold a chair. It's simply for balance. if you feel you need it. Good, switch to the other side again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch. 10, 9, stay centered. 8, 7, just the glutes. 6, give it a little squeeze. 5, 4, feel it. 3, 2, and last one. Good, shake it out. All right, well done. We're going to move on to another arm, just an arm reach stretch exercise. So we reached out to the front. This time we're going to reach up overhead. So I want you to reach up overhead, breath in, and exhale, pull down. Reach up, pull down. Reach up, and pull down. That's it. Reach up, squeezing the shoulder blades together and down. Feel like you're pushing your shoulder blades into your back pockets. Those shoulder blades are these little wings on our back here that move around. That's right. Reach up and down. Good work. Bring those elbows by your side and squeeze your armpits closed. That's it. Squeeze your fists. That's going to help engage the muscles in the back. Good work. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, and shake it out. All right, how we doing? So far, so good? Awesome. All right, we have 1 exercise left and 1 finisher, and we're done, okay? We're almost there. So, with or without the chair, we're gonna do what's called a hip hinge, all right? So I'm actually going to start with my hands on my thighs. My feet are shoulder width apart. I'm going to squeeze my shoulders back so my chest is nice and open. I'm going to just pull my belly button up in a little bit so it's awake. I'm going to push my hips back and I'm going to squeeze my tush to come back up. Now I'm not bending over and around in my back, okay? That's the key. And that's where sometimes having this chair close by, I'm pushing my hips away from the chair. I'm pulling my hips towards the chair. My knees are soft, hips back. Squeeze my tush, stand up. If you feel this in the low back, then do less. Less is more. Do a little bit of a movement and bend your knees a little bit. Okay? So we're going to do 10 of these. Ready? Sit back, squeeze your tush, drive up. 1. 2, breathe in, slide back. 3, that's it, open the chest. 4, tuck your chin. 5, focus on squeezing the tush. 6, 7, almost there. 8, 9, 1 more. 10. Yay! Okay. Super easy bit of mobility, and you can make it more difficult. It's your choice. I'm showing you the movement. You can add weight to it if you need to, or you can do a body weight. It just wakes up the muscles. And basically what we're going to do to finish is, it's just kind of fun. We're going to reach up, breath in, and we're going to throw it down. It's like we're throwing all the worries of the world down into the ground. Okay? You ready to do it with me? And if you're in the chair, you can do it that way too. If you want to go up on your toes, you can. Ready? Reach up, breath in, reach up, breath in, exhale. Here, 5 more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just stand still. Close your eyes for a minute and see if you don't feel that little tingle, that little buzz. And we're good. You did it. Little 20-minute mobilization, ready to go back to whatever you were doing. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. If you are doing this 8-week program, do this every single day. You can add extra reps if you want to. You can add to it however you choose. Next week, we'll add a little bit more. All right? Have a fabulous day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.